Manga-Waido.
I'm Kenta Takahashi. I'm 29. I worked as a manager for a company that owns several restaurants around the city. I had a test coming up. My promotion depended on it. I was busier than ever. I was barely home these days. I wish I could spend more time with my wife. My wife and I used to work together. She quit 2 years ago and became a housewife. I'm gonna be late. Don't stay up!
All right, don't push yourself too hard.
I knew she missed me a lot, but she was really supportive. She was the best wife ever. I'm home!
Hey, I'll warm up dinner.
Thanks. Sorry I'm always so late. I wish I could spend more time with you, but...
It's okay, I know you're working hard for that promotion, so...
She was very understanding of my job. I was grateful for that. Then, as I was eating dinner...
Hey, can I sign up for this cooking school?
Cooking school? But you're already an amazing chef.
I know, but I can always learn new recipes. And it'll be a really good way for me to make friends.
True. Alright, go for it.
Cool, thanks. I went there today to check out the place. Everyone there seems really nice.
She seemed really excited about this. I was glad to see her like this. A few days later, as I was out eating lunch... Takahashi? What the? Otsuka? No way! Long time no see! I ran into my old friend from college, Otsuka. He started his own company a few years ago. How's business? It's okay. Been really busy. And sorry about your wedding. I really wanted to go, but he was always busy with his company. I haven't seen him in 7 years. I invited him to my wedding, but he couldn't make it. No worries, man. I know how busy you are. So good to see you, man. You too. Things settled down a bit at work, so maybe we should all go out for drinks sometime. We started reminiscing about the good old days. Now that I have more time on my hands, I kind of want to get married. Yeah, it's nice to have someone waiting for you at home after a long day at work. Yeah, I bet. He started asking me about my marriage. He said he had a girlfriend and he was thinking about marrying her soon. It was nice catching up, man. Wish me luck with my girl. See ya! Take care! Can't wait for your wedding! Good luck! Thanks! And he went on his way. A few days later, I was able to go home early. So I texted my wife. I'll be home by 6. Let's eat together. But then...
Sorry, I got plans with a friend from cooking school.
Oh. Too bad she had plans. Alright then, have fun! I tried calling Otsuka, but he didn't pick up. So I went home and ate by myself. A few days later, I was able to come home early again, but my wife was out again. This was happening a lot lately. She said she was out with her friends from cooking school. At first, I didn't think much of it, but then one day, what the? I saw her phone screen. She got a message from this guy named Hiro. It said, I had a great time last night. I thought she was out with her friends last night. Last night when she came home, she dropped her key. That's when I noticed she had this new key case. I didn't think much of it at the time, but you got a new key case?
Yeah, the one you gave me broke, so I got a new one.
I see. She never buys anything like this. Maybe it's a gift from a guy. Nah, what am I saying? That's ridiculous. I wanted to believe her, but I was starting to have doubts. So one day, I decided to talk to her. Hey, you've been going out a lot lately. I want to spend more time with you. I said to her, but then...
Seriously? You're the one that always left me alone in this house. Why can't I hang out with my new friends?
She snapped at me.
Don't forget, I'll divorce you if I have to.
She took out the divorce papers. When we got married, we filled out 2 sets of divorce papers so that if anything should happen, we could both file for divorce. Why did we do this? Well, before we got married, she cheated on me once. She said it wasn't gonna happen again, and I really loved her, so I decided to give her another chance. She was the one who came up with the idea. Put that thing away, please.
Why do you look all sad? You're not the victim here. You're the one that left me alone in the first place, okay?
Then she put the divorce papers away and walked out of the room. Something was definitely up. She was acting all weird, and she had this new perfume on. But she did have a point. I was always coming home late too. I thought about hiring a PI to look into it, but I decided to wait it out. But then, a few days later...
I'm going on vacation next weekend with a friend.
Huh? But that's the 3-day weekend. It's gonna be crowded everywhere. Your friend is a housewife too, right? Why don't you guys go on a weekday or something?
Why? We can't go on vacation on weekends just because we're housewives.
No, that's not what I mean, but I'm just saying.
Just leave me alone. I'm going.
I tried to stop her, but it was no use. It's over. She's cheating on me for sure. When she comes home, I'm gonna have a talk with her. I was feeling really down, but then I got a call from Otsuka. He asked me out for drinks. It was the day before my wife's vacation. It was nice catching up, man. Wish me luck with my girl. See ya! Did I tell him about my wife? I don't know. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, but I need to talk to someone. A few hours later, I met up with him at a bar. What's the matter? You look terrible. It's my wife, man. I told him everything. He was a really good listener. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to nag. No worries, man. I hope things work out for you, man. Hey, I'm going on vacation with my girlfriend tomorrow, so I can't stay too long. All right. Let's get some more drinks then. All right, bottoms up. Cheers! So we ordered some more drinks. Then it was the weekend. It was the second day of her vacation. I called her up. I had to tell her something. She didn't pick up at first. When I tried her again at night, she finally picked up.
What the hell do you want? I told you I'm on vacation with my friends. Leave me alone.
You having fun with your boyfriend?
Huh? Shut up! I told you I'm with a friend.
Oh yeah? Well, the thing is, I called your cooking school and asked around. Then, yeah, I found out about everything.
Huh?
When I called the cooking school, I found out she was using her maiden name. She was pretending to be single. She had this guy friend. They were really close, apparently.
Fine, you got me. Whatever. I'm having a blast. Look, your career isn't going anywhere. You're nothing compared to my boyfriend. I've been meaning to break up with you for a while now.
I see. You gotta marry him?
Of course.
I see. Is he with you now?
He had to go back to the office for a bit. He's really busy. He's a CEO, so you wouldn't get it.
She wasn't even trying to hide it anymore. I've heard enough. It's time to tell her everything. Look, your boyfriend? He's not coming back.
Huh? What do you mean?
Your boyfriend. His name is Hiroshi Otsuka, right? He's an old classmate of mine.
What?
That's right. She was seeing Otsuka this whole time. Last night I called him up and told him everything. He wanted to learn how to cook, so he joined the cooking school, and that's how he met her. She was using her maiden name and told everyone she was single, so he had no idea that she was actually my wife. When I told him, he came straight home and came to see me to apologize.
Wait,
Look, I know you've been cheating on me for a while now. I had a feeling. I was gonna talk to you after you came home.
Why did you call me then?
'Cause your dad passed away last night.
Huh? Stop lying!
I'm not. He had a heart attack last night. I called you 1,000,000 times, but you turned off your phone. He regained consciousness once. He kept calling your name, but he didn't make it.
You're kidding me, right? No.
She said she was coming home right away, but then her mother took the phone from me.
What the hell is wrong with you? Don't ever come back. Your father was calling your name until the last minute. You're a terrible daughter. I'm sorry. Don't apologize to me. You're unbelievable. I'm sorry.
There. Come on. It'll be all right.
I'm so sorry about my daughter. She's such an idiot.
I grabbed the phone from her hand. She was crying on the other end, but I didn't care. Alright, gotta go. I'm busy with funeral arrangements and stuff. Bye.
What? Wait!
I hung up the phone before she could say anything. After that, I helped my mother-in-law with funeral preparations. Otsuka came to help. He had no idea about any of this, so I wasn't mad at him. If anything, he was a victim too. My father-in-law was really good to me, so I was really upset. Otsuka helped us out big time. My wife came home immediately, but her mother wouldn't even let her in the house. She got kicked out of the family and Otsuka left her. She had nowhere to go. So she came crawling back to me.
I'm sorry. Let's start over, okay? You've got it all wrong. Please, give me another chance.
Too late. I already handed in the divorce papers.
What? You're kidding, right?
Nope. I'm moving out. I want you out of here by the end of the month.
What? I can't just move.
Whatever. Not my problem. I'm leaving today, so...
No, please. I won't do it again. Please. You're the only one for me.
Yeah, right. Get out of my life.
No!
I sued her for damages. She tried to fight it, but Otsuka helped me out by providing me with evidence. Texts and pictures, things like that. A few weeks later, I finally got the promotion. Otsuka offered to buy me drinks to celebrate. My ex-wife put us through a lot, but we were just glad she was gone. She called me the other day. She wanted me to lend her money because she couldn't pay you herself. Seriously? Unbelievable. Yeah, I know. Did she really think I'd help her? After everything she did to me? Wow, what an idiot. She started following me after that. She stopped after I told her I was gonna go to the cops, but I hope I never see her again. Man, sorry about her, man. Otsuka told me not to worry about it. After that, her family cut all ties with her. She lost all her savings in a lawsuit. Not sure where she is or what she's up to now, but not my problem. After what she did, she can rot in hell for all I care. Well then, time to get back to work. Yeah! Time to get another promotion. That's the spirit. It was a rough couple of months, but glad everything worked out.
I'm Joji Tainaka. My father started his company many years ago. He wanted me to take over as CEO someday, but I wasn't very good at my job. I had a language barrier problem. When I was a kid, I grew up in my mom's home country, the US. After coming back to Japan, my parents put me in an international school. All my friends were from abroad. I barely used any Japanese. Naturally, my Japanese skills were really low. When my dad realized how horrible my Japanese was, he knew he had to do something. Fast. So he pulled me out of the international school and told me to go to a normal Japanese high school. But I got rejected from most of them. After months of trying, I finally got in. But it was one of the worst schools in the area. But I studied like crazy and graduated at the top of my class. Then I got into a good college and worked my ass off for 4 years. Then, after graduation, I started working at my dad's company. My last name was pretty rare, so they knew I was the CEO's son right away. They expected great things from me. But soon enough, they found out how useless I was. My Japanese still sucked compared to my colleagues. I was really bad at reading between the lines. Sometimes, Japanese people said things just to be polite, but I took things literally. And sometimes, this got me into trouble. Soon my colleagues started calling me the useless son of the CEO. But being the CEO's son still came with its perks. The women at the office were all over me. But I wasn't good with women either. What do you want to eat?
Whatever you want to eat is fine.
Huh? But you're the one that asked me out. I always ruined the mood by saying things like that. And when it came time to pay the tab, wait, you're the one that asked me out? You're gonna make me pay for everything? When I said that, the girl threw a $10 bill in my face and ran off. What was I doing wrong? My dad told me I was an idiot. But I had no idea how to talk to women. And they were all after my money anyways. But then, I met someone. Her name was Yukie Enami. One day during lunch, as I was heading out to grab something to eat, She handed me a lunchbox. This looks amazing.
Glad you like it. Can I eat with you?
Of course. Wow, this chicken is delicious.
That's my specialty. Want me to make it for you again?
Really? I'd love that. I liked her right off the bat. A few days later, I bought her dinner to thank her for the lunch. I took her to my favorite restaurant. She said she had a great time. Then, after the dinner was over, she handed me an envelope with a $50 bill inside it. I tried to give it back to her, but then...
Keep it. I had a great time today, so... If you know any other restaurants, please let me know.
She had such a cute smile, and she was so considerate. I really liked her. We started spending more time together. I really enjoyed spending time with her. She was a lot of fun. She helped me out at the office as well. When I couldn't understand something, she explained everything to me in a way I could understand. Thanks to her, I was getting better at my job. I couldn't stop thinking about her. We started going out. Then, about a year later, she told me she was pregnant. I knew she wasn't after my money, so I proposed to her. When I told my dad, "I'm so happy for you, son! I thought you'd be single for the rest of your life!" He was really happy for me. My mom started crying for joy. But then, right after we got married, something happened. Yukie quit her job when we got married. But then when she saw my payslip...
What? You only make this much?
Huh? What do you mean? It's pretty average, I think.
But you're the CEO's son.
So? I don't think that matters. My dad didn't give me any special treatment. In fact, he was extra hard on me. And I thought that was the right thing to do too. But this came as a surprise to her. She was giving birth in 7 months, so I guess she was a bit worried about money. That's understandable. I worked longer hours and got a second job delivering food on the weekends to make more money. She seemed relieved. She even thanked me. But then, about a month later, the unexpected happened. One day I said to her, "We should start thinking about names for our kid." But then...
Sorry, I was lying about being pregnant.
What? I couldn't believe what I was hearing!
What's the big deal?
Seriously? Is this some kind of joke? I told her to explain herself. I asked her why she lied about being pregnant.
I'm sorry, I just really wanted to marry you.
But...
Please don't get mad. I still love you. And if you want kids, we could still do that.
Then she started crying. I didn't know what to say. To be fair, I didn't marry her because she was pregnant, but still, I was really looking forward to it, so I was shocked. My parents were really excited too. What am I supposed to tell them now? A few days later, my mom sent me a box full of baby's clothes. Talk about bad timing. Then...
Ugh, look at these. She has terrible taste.
Yukie started complaining. Then she said, "Whatever, we can just sell it online." Hold on. Why don't we just hold on to it?
No way, we don't have that much space. These are lame anyways.
But when we have kids, we'll need them.
About that, the thing is, I kinda don't like kids. They're kind of expensive.
Huh?
But if you get me pregnant, I'll have the baby.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Was she being serious? So she was after my money. She was no different from the others. Then she said to me,
But I'm not getting a divorce, so don't even think about it.
I didn't even know what to say to her anymore.
Ugh, stop looking at me like that. Relax.
She laughed at my face and walked out of the room. She never liked me to begin with. I knew I had to end it with her. I wanted a divorce, but it's not like she cheated on me, so it wasn't going to be that easy. I was devastated. I started messing up at work again. They were thinking about giving me a promotion, but that went out the window. I stopped working as a delivery boy on the weekends. I didn't feel like doing anything anymore. But then, Yukie said,
Go make more money. This isn't enough. You were the CEO's son, so I thought I'd be set if I married you, but I guess I was wrong. Damn it.
She yelled at me. Then, she started calling me during work.
Grab some Sundays on your way home. Oh, and I'm gonna go on a vacation with a friend. Do things around the house for me, okay? We're gonna send the bill to your father. Talk to him for me, okay?
She treated me like crap. Long time no talk. Everything okay? You've been acting weird lately. A few minutes later, I got a call from my dad. I decided to tell her everything. But Yukie played the good girl in front of my parents, so at first he didn't fully believe me. So I decided to get some proof. I'm gonna get her for this! The next morning, I left a note on her bed and headed off to work. The note said, if we can't have kids, I want a divorce. I'm gonna sue you for marriage fraud, and all the money you spent on jewelry and clothes, I want it all back. Around 10 a.m., she called me.
What the hell is this? I'm not divorcing you. I am this close to becoming the CEO's wife. And kids? No way! I don't want your child. You're useless. And my friend told me you've been messing up a lot at work. Step it up.
She flipped out, but then, this is awful. Someone else was on the line.
Who's that?
You don't recognize my voice? I'm his father. This morning, I went through her phone and registered my dad's number under my name.
What? I didn't mean any of that. We were just fighting and...
Look, just stop. But you're right about one thing. My son, he's useless.
Yeah, I know, right?
But he's the only heir I got. Wait, I know. Why don't you come work for me again? You can be my secretary.
Huh?
You two aren't going to have kids, right? That's fine and all. But you must have a lot of free time on your hands then.
I guess.
Work as my secretary. Then when the time comes, you can help out my son. Then he told her that he was thinking about expanding his business abroad. He told her he was having this big kickoff party next month with his business partners from all over the world. Look, you're brilliant. I need someone like you working by my side. And I'd like to introduce you to my business partners at the party, if you don't mind.
That would be great. I majored in English literature in college, so you can count on me.
How's that gonna help? Whatever. Then my father told her to get ready for the party. She started going to beauty salons to prepare for the party. Then one day, she said to me,
I guess your little plan didn't work. Nice try. And now I got a job as the CEO's secretary. Too bad.
Laugh all you want. I'll get the last laugh here. The day of the party, I said to Yukie, my dad, his English isn't that good. Can you be his interpreter? You majored in English literature, right? Then I introduced her to one of my dad's business partners. She froze up. She didn't know what to do. But I didn't care. I left her there and walked away. My dad was fluent in English, but he pretended like he had no idea what was going on. Yukie? What did he say? Yukie didn't know what to do.
He's got this accent. I can't really understand him.
Really? But what accent? He speaks perfect English. I thought you were fluent. Did you lie to me? Dad, stop it! She's about to cry. I tried really hard not to laugh. Yukie couldn't take it anymore and ran out of the room.
How dare you! You embarrassed me in front of everyone!
When I got home, she started yelling at me. But you're the one that said you were fluent. You majored in English literature, right?
Shut up! I just forgot some words, that's all!
But you had a month to prepare for this. Maybe you should have went to one of those English schools to refresh your memory.
Shut up! Why didn't you help me, huh?
But then, my father walked in.
Huh? What are you doing here?
When I got married, my wife yelled at me all the time too. But she was just trying to motivate me. But you're awful. I guess everything my son told me was true.
Hold on, it's not like that!
And you're not even fluent in English. I can't hire you as my secretary.
But I'll start getting lessons. I'll get better.
I don't know. You studied English for 4 years in college, right? You had your chance. And you tricked my son into marrying you. That's marriage fraud. That's a crime, you know. We can't have people like that in our family.
No! No!
Just give it up. Sign the divorce papers, okay? I left the divorce papers with her and walked out of the house. She got fired the next day. She stayed in her room for a while after that. But then, my dad put the house up for sale. She had no choice but to move out and go live with her parents. She was still trying to fight the divorce, but after I showed her all the evidence I had against her, she finally gave up and signed the papers. I still sued her for damages though. She said she was entitled to half of my money, but the thing is, she spent almost every dime, so I had nothing to give to her. Oh, and when she locked herself into her room, she broke some of my furniture. So I sued her for that too. She had nothing now. She had to ask her parents for money in order to pay me. They were furious. A few months later, her parents kicked her out of the house. Not sure where she went after that, but not my problem. I was still upset about everything that happened, but I knew I had to move on. So I decided to focus on work. My dad wants me to be the CEO someday. So gotta make him proud.
I'm Saya Yoshino, 28 years old. My family wasn't very wealthy, so I decided to work as a high school graduate. I joined here, Manwa Furniture. The company was originally founded by the previous president, Manwa-san, and he grew it into a large company. President Manwa founded this company with the motto, quality furniture at an affordable price. All the warm and carefully crafted furniture was lovely, and I was proud of our products. When I first joined the company as a high school graduate, I was assigned to the manufacturing department. I enjoyed the days of making furniture from scratch while being taught by senior craftsmen. 3 years after joining the company, I was asked by President Manwa to join the sales department to promote the company's products directly to customers. Since then, I've been working hard in the sales department. President Manwa retired the year before last, leaving the company in the hands of the second president, Kujo-san. He started living in Hawaii, which had been his dream for a long time, saying, "I'll live a carefree life overseas." I was sad, but all of us young employees were told by President Manwa, "The rest is up to you young people, one by one." I had to respond to that and worked harder than ever. Welcome, Ohara-san.
Yoshino-san, thanks for the other day. That chair was perfect for my study.
I'm glad. I'm sure that chair is good for your back too.
It was a great purchase. So, I was thinking of buying a new load table for the living room today.
If that's the case, we had heard about Ohara-san's ideal living room several times in the past, so we suggested a few tables that would match the taste of the room. This one is also good. It's made of the same kind of wood as the TV board you bought last year.
Oh, the color is nice.
Yes, I think it gives a sense of unity to the room.
Right. I've been shown a lot of stuff, but I think I'll take this one.
Thank you. Our selling point is how well we follow up with our customers. Thanks to that, we have many repeat customers. We also do businesses with local construction companies and take on furniture for model homes and custom furniture for new construction. Thanks to these repeat customers, sales have been stable. But in the spring of this year, something troublesome happened. That trouble was a new employee, Reina. She's the daughter of the president, Kujo-san. In other words, she got in through her connections. My name is Reina Kujo. I used to work at Wide Trading. I'm new to the furniture industry, but I'll do my best.
Eventually, I'd like to put Reina in charge of this Manwa furniture. Teach her a few things.
Yes! The current president, Kujo-san, is a relative of the previous president, Manwa-san. I'd expected that a blood relative would take over as a third generation. I had no idea that he was trying to have his daughter take over. I, as well as all the other employees, were surprised. But I don't care who the next president is as long as I do a decent job. Us employees will just work as before. That's what I thought, but...
Yoshino, you're close in age to Reina. I need you to mentor her.
Is that okay?
What? She's an elite graduate from Wide University and was an ace at her last job. She'll be able to do fine on her own in a little while. Do it without any hesitation.
Yes, understood. And so I became Reina's instructor. I was enthusiastic at first since it was the president's daughter, but I soon regretted it. Let me teach you about our products. You don't have to. I'll memorize them from the catalog. But these are things you won't find in the catalog, such as the characteristics of the wood and our craftsman's particular taste. I said it's fine. More importantly, I'm tired. Can you make me some coffee? What? I'm the future president of this company, okay? Do as you're told. Reina acted pompously and used our employees at her own convenience. I was annoyed, but I can't just get angry every time. I decided to steadily instruct her. But I can't keep quiet about something that directly affects her customers. That day, I noticed a problem with Reina's customer service attitude, so I gave her a warning. Reina-san, I don't think you should be serving customers the way you are now. Huh? Do you have a problem with me? You were polite to the first customer, but you were obviously cold to the second customer, right? Because the second customer looked poor to me. Please don't judge by appearances. That kind of attitude will be conveyed to the customer. If a customer doesn't look like they'll make us money, we should have them leave as soon as possible. Isn't that a given? It's a waste of time to bother with them. You can't judge them like that. I developed a good eye for people at prestigious firms. I'm a member of the elite, okay? High school graduates need to stay out of this. Reina seemed to have looked at the resumes of all the employees. She was quick in those aspects. After that, she frequently called me a high school graduate. I was not the only victim, so I consulted President Cujo.
Reina has always been strong-willed. If you're going to be president, you have to be bold. Don't you think so too?
It didn't get anywhere. After that, President Cujo created a new position called Project Chief. Reina got more and more carried away after she was selected. Reina took the initiative and did something outrageous.
We haven't had any requests from Yamano Corporation lately.
That's right. We used to get more furniture orders. Oh, I turned down the contract there. What? Dealing with a shoddy contractor is just a waste of time, isn't it? We make more money if we sign a bigger contract with a bigger home builder. No way! We've been close with Yamano Corporation since the days of President Manga-Waido. So what? I'm saying you're wasting our time on someone who doesn't make us profits. Then did you get a contract with a major home builder? That's the thing. I'm having Yamada do it, but it's not going well. Why don't you do it yourself, Reina-san? Huh? Isn't it your job to get the work? I was so stunned I couldn't even speak. After that, I kept telling her Reina-san's way is not right, but she wouldn't listen to me. You know, I've told you many times. I'm an elite person who graduated from a top university and works for a top company. That's not the same as this. I'm the future president. I'm not in it lightly like you all. Anyway, high school graduates need to stay quiet. It was stupid of me to argue with her after all she said. And I'll do everything you say. With that, I decided to really let her have her way. Being dismayed by her attitude when no one would talk to her anymore, Reina got permission directly from the president and embarked on a new business venture. It was online sales. There was no way we could win the online sales business without any strategies. Me and other employees around me have been telling her that, but Reina set up an online shopping division on her own and even hired new employees. How can we not rely on the internet in this day and age? I can't leave it to any of you with your old ways, so I did it all. Reina was smug, but as expected, this online business was a huge flop. There are many stores in the world that sell similar furniture at a lower price than ours. Our furniture is bought by customers who have seen, touched, and understand the quality. There's no way that a mediocre website will convince customers to buy our furniture. Reina didn't realize that, and even had furniture made for online sales. The production department was also apparently reluctant, but Reina insisted, and in the end, that they were forced to go through with it on the orders of the company president. In the end, the company was running at a loss and withdrew from the market. In addition, the salaries of the employees hired for the internet business also put pressure on the company's operations. I can't believe this happened! That's why I told you, there's no merit for us to enter the online shopping business now. You high school graduates talk like you know what you're talking about! That's what happens when you look down on people based on their educational background and run ahead without listening to what they have to say. Shut up! Just do something about it! But Reina's tragedy did not end there. How the former president of Manhwa, who had been living a carefree life overseas.
I've decided to go back to Japan next year and live there. I'm going to show up at the company too,
He said. This not only made Reina turn blue, but also the current President Cujo.
This is not good. If Manhwa sees the current business situation,
What will happen?
he might fire me.
Meanwhile, our business was slowly declining due to bad publicity from construction companies that Reina terminated and customers who were treated coldly by her.
Do you guys have any ideas?
Do something! Reina-san told me to not meddle before.
Yeah, we were told to stay quiet, so we kept our mouths shut. Even if you tell us to do something about it now, just come up with something, all of you!
I don't need you to be silent anymore! We started getting to work as if we were all waiting for Reina to say that. As expected, if the business continues to deteriorate and we go bankrupt, not only our sales staff but also the craftsmen in the production department will be left on the street. Chief, this is also my responsibility as Reina-san's instructor. In order to regain the trust we have lost, please let me take her with me to bow her head down.
I'm sorry, but please do so.
Yes. Well then, Reina-san, we're going to go apologize to the construction company you cut off. Why me? If you're an adult, at least clean up your own mess. After I took Reina to apologize, several companies agreed to resume businesses with us. At the same time, all the employees went around to the homes of existing customers to ask if there were any problems with the furniture or if any repairs were needed. If necessary, we repaired the furniture free of charge, and at the same time, we gave them brochures of the new furniture and made sales efforts. The online shopping division that Reina created was switched to a fully made-to-order production system and changed to a sales method that doesn't carry any inventory. The employees hired for the online business were kept by having them study furnitures and serve as a point of contact for orders. The company has managed to turn a profit, and the following year, former President Manwa returned to Japan as he had declared.
Yeah, you guys seem to be doing well.
Manwa-san nodded in satisfaction when he appeared.
Yes, that's it. My daughter and I are doing our best. That's great. Please keep up the good work. Of course, my daughter and I will keep the company going.
Look at President Kujo getting ahead of himself. I was so angry that I clenched my fist. At that moment, Chief?
President, that's not true. You're not the one doing the hard work. What do you mean? It's Yoshino-san who's working the hardest. That's right. Kujo, what's this all about? Explain. No, this is,
We actually had a period of time when we weren't doing so well. Hey, you! Don't say anything you don't have to! When we told him what had happened, he became furious.
Kujo, what's going on? No, this is... It was foolish of me to put you in charge. I'll return and take back the helm. Kujo, I can't have you as president. What? Reina, I will never make you president. If you don't like it, quit and go somewhere else.
No! A meeting of the board of directors was then held and President Kujo was removed. Manwa-san was reinstated as president, and he is now in charge of the company. I was promoted in recognition of my past achievements. I guess she couldn't tolerate the fact that I, whom she had looked down on as a high school graduate, was now in a higher position than she was. I don't want to work for a company like this. I'm quitting. And that's how Reina quit. Rumor has it that Reina was also treated like a nuisance at her old company because of her arrogant attitude. She was about to quit the company after getting demoted from the trouble she caused, which is when President Kujo invited her to come here. I wish they would keep their stupidity within their own family. Reina managed to find a new job after that, but she caused the problems there as well and was soon fired. She is now half a recluse because she can't find a job. I'm still working ambitiously here at Manwa Furniture. I love furniture, and most of all, I love making my customers happy. I want to continue to take care of our customers in this company that Manwa-san has created. Oh, Ara-san. Welcome.
My name is Makoto Hiramoto, 29 years old. I was raised by my strict father from an early age and have experienced many martial arts as well as sports. Using that experience, I'm now working for a company that deals with sporting goods. It's already been 6 years since I joined the company, and I've become quite busy. But what always relieves me of such fatigue is...
Makoto! Good work!
Hey, Amane! You don't have to hug me for that.
I wanted to see you.
She's my wife, Amane, and she's my greatest comfort. I met Amane through my father's introduction, and we've been married for 2 years now. But as you can see, we still feel like newlyweds. The company where Amane works is close to our house, and we often go home together when we end work at the same time. Good work to you too, Amane. Is work going well?
Yeah, everyone has been working comfortably since then.
I'm glad to hear that, but that time... Aw, you guys are so in love as usual. Oh, Mitani! You're on your way home now? Yeah, I've been working overtime a lot these days. He's Mitani, a colleague of mine. He's especially good friends with me, so he knows our marriage well, and he's always teasing us. But I'm jealous of you guys. You're gonna go home and have dinner together again, right? Yeah.
You should get married soon too, Mitani.
Amane, you can't say that to single guys! Well, it's getting late, so I guess I'll have a lonely convenience store meal again. Oh, by the way, did you know there's a new convenience store in the neighborhood? What? I didn't notice. I think it's close to your house, Makoto, but I wouldn't recommend it. What? Why? Apparently, there's a bunch of bad middle-aged guys hanging out at this convenience store. Some kind of biker gang or something? They get together in their modified cars and make a lot of noise at night. Well, you should be careful too. In more ways than one. Yeah, alright. Thanks.
Hey, what are you two talking about?
It's nothing. See you Monday! That night. Tomorrow was our day off, so we decided to have a drink together as usual. Despite Amane looking like this, she's quite a heavy drinker.
Oh, we're out of alcohol. I have to go buy some more.
You can still drink?
Of course. I'll go to the convenience store then.
No. I'll go. Wait for me. It's already late.
Okay, but be careful, okay? I'll come rain if anything happens.
I managed to persuade Amane, who was working excessively, and left the house alone. After only a few minutes of walking on the opposite side of the usual road, I saw a sign. That's it. This is certainly close and convenient. Are you serious? That's right, big brother. I'll follow you forever! Right? Well, I ain't taking it seriously yet. In the parking lot, there were several cars that had obviously been modified, and 3 guys who looked bad. A guy who's considered an older brother and his 2 younger brothers, I guess? I thought I'd go inside the store without provoking them for now. Hey bro, get me a little something to eat. I didn't expect them to suddenly get involved with me. I just pretended that I didn't hear them. Hey you, don't ignore my brother. Please, stop. It's annoying. What did you say? I said it's annoying. This guy doesn't know who we are. Hey you, who do you think you are? He's scared. That's my brother. Amane was waiting for me at home. I quickly put the desired items in my basket and headed for the cash register. But there was still a lot of noise coming from outside. Do those men come here a lot? Yeah. In fact, they came a few times a month at night, bought booze and snacks, drank and made noise in the parking lot, and left cans and cigarette butts in the parking lot. They didn't listen to the warnings and ran away as soon as the police car arrived. I left the convenience store quickly, feeling sorry for the clerk, but also because I had Amane waiting for me.
Oh, you're back! You were late.
Yeah, I was wondering what to buy. I thought about telling her about those guys, but I didn't want to worry her unnecessarily. It would have been best if I didn't let Amane go out alone at night. That's what I was thinking. But a few nights later...
They're releasing this convenience store suite today!
One night, Amane said she really wanted to try the new convenience store sweets. What? Now? Let's do it tomorrow.
If we don't buy it now, it'll be gone!
The sale started at midnight that night, and there was a possibility that they would be sold out by the next day. Well, those guys don't seem to go there that often, so I guess I'll just go with her. And so, the 2 of us went to buy the sweets that Amane wanted. I was a little worried that there might be a bunch of those bad guys around, but there was no one in the parking lot. I went inside the store relieved, but...
Which one should I choose? This one looks good too!
It's going to be a long one. After waiting for a while, something went wrong with my stomach. Oh, Amane! Sorry, but I'm going to use the restroom.
Okay, take your time.
Just stay in the store until I get back, okay? Promise me!
Okay, but this one looks good too.
She's not listening. It should be fine. I hurriedly went to the restroom and finished my business. After washing my hands, I returned to the store. Huh? Amane? Where did she go? Amane was nowhere to be found. I went to the exit, suppressing the turmoil in my heart. And then... Hey, is that girl getting involved with those bad guys? She is. Wait, it's them again! Oh my god! No way! I was right. Outside the window, Amane was standing in front of those bad guys. Behind her, a woman stood with a frightened look on her face. Perhaps Amane saw her being tangled up and came to her aid. Isn't this bad? Yes, If we don't do something, the delinquents will be in danger! What? It's our lucky day to see two cuties. Come on, girls. Don't be so scared. Come play with us. Hey, you guys! Stop!
Makoto?
What? It's you from the other day! I told you not to leave, didn't I?
I'm sorry, but
Huh? Is she your girl? You'd have more fun with us than with this loser. You guys, aren't you too old to be doing this? It's not good for the store either. And you seem to be targeting women. How long are you going to keep doing lame things like that? Who do you think you're preaching to? Huh? Oh no, you pissed off my brother. I don't know if you're trying to be a hero or what, but you're in the way. Ugh.
Makoto!
Which one of you is lame? Ouch! But now we know they were the first to make a move.
Hey, old man. What are you doing to my Makoto?
Oh no. Huh? What did you just say? Hey, don't look so scary. You're ruining your pretty face.
Don't waste your breath, old man.
What? I guess you'll have to learn the hard way too. Women should just shut up and bow down before men.
Go ahead. Try it.
Girl, even if you cry now, it's going to be too late. Wait, where did she...
Too slow.
Ugh! You! Ow! Knocking enemy enemies despite their size difference. This is the true form of my wife, Amane. You're good. But let's end this here. This guy...
Huh?
Oh, you scared now? Come on. Tell her to behave herself. She's going to get hurt if you don't.
You not only look like a coward, but you behave like one too.
Look like? Huh? You're so bossy. Now's the time to apologize before you get hurt. At that moment, Amane moved so fast, even I couldn't see her. Wait, where's my taser?
There. Now pick it up.
Damn, what the? Roundhouse kick. Oh no, she's aiming for the head. I couldn't help but close my eyes. And what I heard next wasn't the man screaming. That was close. She missed.
No, I didn't. See for yourself.
I opened my eyes to see what was going on. Oh, what? There was the man exposing his smooth head. And in the distance, the wig that had been on his head earlier was flapping in the wind. It's true that she missed. Maybe that was her aim from the beginning. I mean, it definitely hurt him. Oh, brother, you had a wig. My head! I can't believe you were about to use a taser. In the meantime, the sound of a police car approached. Are you all right?
Oh no! I did it again! Oh no!
It's okay. Everything's fine, and I'll do the explaining.
I'm sorry!
Ah! Oh no! Brother, let's run! Although one person isn't mentally okay. Eventually, the policemen caught up to the men while they lingered. Ah! The clerk reported a woman being harassed. Wait, you're the one from... What time? It's been a while. So this was... Yes, my wife. Miss, thank you.
What? You don't have to call me miss!
Who is she? Yeah, I guess it's hard to make sense of. Amane is a martial arts prodigy, as you can see. She was trained in a variety of martial arts from an early age. Unlike me, who only dabbled in a few, she'd been trained in karate, judo, aikido, kendo, longsword, cane techniques, and even throwing knives, almost perfectly. Perhaps as a reaction to that, after she came of age, she became more girlish. But at the flick of a switch, she would awaken as a god of war. And it was her father, Katsumi Shioyama, who put her up to it. Katsumi-san is a legendary instructor who taught martial arts to his subordinates even after he retired from the police force. He's the reason why the existence of the strongest daughter of such a devilish instructor became known within the police department. A few months ago, when Amane was almost taken to a hotel by her sexually harassing boss at work after a drinking session, Amane called me and I rushed to the scene and saw her boss lying on the floor, foaming at the mouth. Of course, it was Amane who knocked him down. I explained the situation to the police officers who arrived on the scene, and they discovered that Amane was the daughter of a legendary demon instructor. The story spread throughout the station, and she's now known as the teacher's daughter. I'm sorry again.
This is, well...
No, it's okay. I can tell just by looking. This won't happen again. No way. If anything, you've been a great help. What? I mean, we'd love to have you come and teach us too.
What? I don't know about that.
Oh, she has motivation. And so, the men in question were taken away by the police force. Anyway, that's all settled. Shall we go shopping and go home?
Yeah! Oh, I'm sorry. I scared you, didn't I? No, thank you very much. So, I have a favor to ask you.
A favor?
My name is Saki Igarashi. Amane-sensei?
Sensei?
Will you take me as your disciple? What? You can't call me a teacher!
You have motivation after all. I wonder what's going to happen now. Anyway, that really settles the matter for today. Later, the 3 middle-aged men were found to have been driving under the influence of alcohol and were eventually thrown in jail. They also had a criminal record, and their driver's licenses were suspended. By the way, I heard that wig guy was so traumatized by that roundhouse kick blowing his wig away that he can't even go outside anymore. On the other hand, Amane's self-defense case was approved because of the testimonies of the convenience store staff. That's Shioyama-sensei's daughter, they said. Amane's reputation within the police station rose even more. Some even asked for private instruction in arrest techniques, but Amane politely declined. And so, at last, our peaceful life returned. Or so I thought.
Saki, lower your hips. Yes.
Since then, Amane has been so determined to protect the women of the city. She invited the woman from that time to the house and taught her the basics of martial arts. I didn't think this house was going to become a dojo. Well, if that's the case, and Amane seems happy, good for her. As for me, I'm starting over with muscle training to at least have the strength to stop Amane when she gets out of control. I don't think I can stop her at all, though. I've got quite the wife on my hands. But Amane, I'll protect you. I promise. So please, be gentle with me. My name is Jun Yamashita. I'm a sales clerk at a high-end furniture retailer. I originally came to this job because I love furniture and interior design, and I enjoy my job every day. However, recently there's a problem that's troubling me a little. It's because of a new manager named Ozawa, who was recently transferred to the store. Hey, Yamashita, come here! Yes, manager? What is it? What is this? Stop slacking off and make this document! I was in the middle of organizing the documents you gave me yesterday. What? You weren't finished yet? You're useless! That's why young people these days... But that job's supposed to be the manager's. I'm busy, unlike you guys. You're the one who has to take care of this kind of work as a lackey. Yes, I understand. Man, you're so slow. You'll never get promoted like that. I'm not getting ahead in my work because I'm being forced to do yours. It was always like that. But he is my boss. If I talked back, I didn't know what he would do to me. I just had to get by. But this wasn't the only problem with Ozawa. Hey, Yamashita! Come here for a second. Yes? Stop dealing with those poor-looking customers. No, that's not how it works! You lack good sense. Ignore customers who don't seem like they would buy. You'll always be a lackey like that. Maybe it is more efficient that way, but it didn't make sense to me. I wanted everyone who came into the store to feel good about shopping here. I wasn't going to change my mind. There was more to dislike about Ozawa. He would sniff out the smell of money from other salespeople who were serving customers, and then he'd take credit for it by giving some reason to take over. It was a pain to work for a guy like that, but the job itself was fun, so we worked hard to keep the customers satisfied. One day, I was dealing with a student customer. It was rare for a student customer to come to the store alone, because our store often carried expensive items. Welcome. What would you be looking for?
Oh, I'm looking for these items.
She was here to look for barrier-free furniture that wouldn't put a burden on the legs and back as a gift for her grandfather's discharge from the hospital. We develop barrier-free furniture, which is rare among luxury-oriented brands. She came all the way to the store to give her grandfather our furniture as a gift. I'm sure your grandfather will be very pleased. I'll be happy to help you as much as I can.
Thank you very much. I couldn't make up my mind when I came here.
Please feel free to ask me any questions you may have. I'm sorry to ask you this, but many of our furniture items are very expensive. Is that okay with you?
Yes, I've been saving up for it.
I am so sorry. Let me begin by showing you this one. I served her kindly to please her grandfather. But after a while... Hey, Yamashita! Come here! Ugh, Ozawa. I have a bad feeling about this. Yes, what is it? You know what I'm here to tell you, right? If you need me for something else, I'll do it later. No, you idiot! That customer is a student with no money. You're wasting your time. Just make her go home. But... Or what? Do you have ulterior motives? How dare you say that? I tried to argue, but the student seemed to have heard the exchange, and she looked apologetic in the distance. Do you think you can talk to a customer like that? Please, apologize to that customer! I was just telling the truth, and a person without money is not a customer. So please, take back what you said earlier and apologize to her! Hey, you should remember what will happen to you if you treat your boss like that! Ozawa didn't think he would be confronted by me, but when I made a strong challenge to him, he angrily went away. I chased after the student as she left and stopped her. Please wait!
I'm sorry. I must have been out of place.
Not at all. We're the ones who did the unthinkable. I don't know how to apologize to you after you came all the way here.
It's all right now. Thank you very much.
If you don't mind, could you please let me show you around the store again? I will never let that happen again, so please, let me help you with the gift for your grandfather.
If you insist.
After that, I once again showed her around the store. Now that the interloper was out of the way, she could examine the items at her leisure. The student, Kana, was satisfied with her purchase. I regretted that I couldn't make Ozawa apologize, but Kana was happy to have found a good product. I realized once again that I was doing my job to see this smile on my customers' faces. But after this one incident, Ozawa started to push me to do chores and a reckless workload. You need to be educated. Come on, get to work! I didn't want to quit because of him, so I kept on doing my job. But it was getting harder and harder day by day, both mentally and physically. Hey, you're not in good spirits these days. I've been busy. And whose fault do you think that is? You seem to be good at your job. I've got just the right job for you. Sell all of these within a week. If you can't do it, you're fired. I can't sell this much in a week. Besides, I don't have time to go to customer service because of the work you assign me. I don't care. You disobeyed me. You're gonna have to do better than this. No. Ozawa set me an almost unattainable quota on purpose. Damn, that Ozawa guy! I'm going to accomplish this quota for sure to show him! For a week after that, I did all the harassing chores and worked hard to achieve the quota. Although the sales were gradually increasing, there was no goal in sight. And finally, on deadline day, my desperate efforts were in vain, and I was still more than halfway short of reaching my quota. Ozawa saw my lack of ability and turned to me with a smirk and a victorious look on his face. Because of that guy! I went out to serve the customers, trying to show my will, even if it was too late. It was then that I heard a familiar voice in the distance.
Ah, Yamashita-san! Thank you for the other day.
Ah, Kana! I was happy to see her come back to the store after Ozawa was so rude to her, but I couldn't smile properly at the moment.
What's wrong? You look down.
Actually, I probably shouldn't be talking about this, but I slipped up and told her about my quota.
That's terrible. Even though you're such a nice customer service person?
Thanks. I'm glad you said that.
So, how much more of your quota do you have left?
Oh, look. I still have this much.
What? This is the brand I bought the other day! Just in time!
What? Just in time?
Hold on a sec, Yamashita-san.
Kana seemed to have called someone on her phone. After a little while, she returned after finishing the call.
I will buy all of them.
All of them? Huh? They're all worth millions, though. That's a bit much.
Today, my dad and I were just on our way to buy some furniture. He's busy, so I just came to look at it first.
Your dad? What does he do? Kana's father was the president of a certain company. He was going to come shopping today to thank me after hearing about what happened last time. Kana's father came to the store a few minutes later.
Dad, you're late!
Sorry. The meeting ran a little long. So, this is who you were talking about?
Yeah, this clerk is Yamashita-san. He was so nice to me the other day.
Thank you very much for what you did for my daughter. My name is Shishido. My name is Yamashita. I'm glad to hear that you're satisfied with our service.
So, Dad.
Kana explained my current situation. That's a big deal. In that case, I'll take the whole line, just like Kana said. Oh no, you don't have to go that far! No. It was just right for us, too. President Shishido told us that he had originally planned to replace the reception sets at several branches of the company.
Grandpa was so happy with the furniture I gave him. And Dad too, right?
That's right. My father seemed to like it very much. I tried it myself, and the quality was so good that I wanted to use it in our company. In that case, I would be very happy to work with you. I guess it's a win-win situation. I'm sure I'll feel comfortable shopping with you. Can I see your other stuff? Yes, I'll be happy to show you. With that, Kana and her father purchased more than the quota I had to reach. And on the way home, when her father left for a few minutes to make a business call, and I was alone with Kana, somehow, Ozawa found us and came over. Are you wasting your time talking to a student again? You're not giving up so easily, are you? I've met my quota. What? I said I met my quota. Have you finally lost your mind? There's no way you can achieve that! When I showed the evidence to Ozawa, who refused to believe me, how did you do that? Did you cheat some stupid customer? I wouldn't do that. That's impossible! This amount of money, you must have fooled some idiot with nothing but money! I'm the one who bought it. Ozawa turned around and saw President Shishido. What? Oh, sir, I'm so sorry. That was just a joke. What a boring joke. Some idiot who only has money, huh? Well, that's,
Dad, that's him.
Ah, I see. That makes sense. What? Dad? Is it you who said those horrible things to my daughter? Well, that's not... Actually, the chairman of your company and my father have known each other since elementary school. I'm going to report this incident to my father. What? Please don't! It's up to my father to see what happens. And so, Ozawa collapsed on the spot. I usually don't believe in God or Buddha, but I thank God for this one time. Thank you, Yamashita. If I ever have any furniture or interior design ideas in the future, I'll be sure to contact you first. Yes, thank you very much. After this incident, I heard that Ozawa was demoted and sent to some other store, but 6 months after the transfer, he resigned. I heard that the sales staff at past branches had collected evidence of power harassment and dereliction of duty and sent it to the head office. I guess bad things can't be hidden. As for me, Ozawa's successor as the store manager is a fine man and makes my job very easy, and I'm working even harder with more enthusiasm. President Shishido came and bought furniture for his house, and is now my best customer. If you do your best, there's someone out there watching. This was a learning experience for me as well.